All right, we continue the conversation online for our online web subscribers at rochester.ynn.com. We're joined by Ken Preston, the founder of Rochester for Obama, talking about the president's upcoming two-day bus tour across upstate New York and northeastern Pennsylvania. He's skipping over the Flower City. I know that Senator Schumer mentioned that the president could learn something by coming to Rochester. So why isn't he making a stop is the question.
Well, Rochester is doing a lot better economically than Syracuse and Buffalo. We have a lot of innovative programs here. We have two wonderful educational facilities. We have the college at RIT, and we have the University of Rochester, the university, and also the medical center. So I believe we still have time within the next 2 years to get the president here, maybe on a different note, not talking about the economy, but perhaps talking about the Affordable Care Act, which will kick in October.
Now, Ken, I know you've done a lot of work for the president over the years, and there's a strong network of supporters for the president. Does anyone see this as a snub on your end?
Yes, they do. They feel that, we're the third largest city in the state, and we're real close to Buffalo. Why couldn't he, X out Syracuse and do Rochester and Buffalo? And I believe our time will come. Like I said, we'll get him here on a positive note, and I think everybody will be happy.
Ken, let's talk about this bus tour. Going to be hitting a couple of cities, going to be hitting northeastern Pennsylvania as well. Talking about education, what do you see the president looking for as far as goals for this trip? What do you think he wants to accomplish by making this swing through upstate and through northeastern Pennsylvania?
Well, he's going to talk about all of the financial resources he put into pre-K, early childhood education, K through 12, and higher ed. One of the benefits that my family has seen from the higher ed portion is that when students graduate from college, they'll be able to pay as they earn. One of his programs where college students who are paying back their loans only have to pay back 10% of their monthly gross to their loans, and then they'll be able to live a decent life and not have to worry about spending more to cover their loans than they actually have an allowance to live on. He's going to talk about pre-K for everybody. He's going to talk about doing away with No Child Left Behind. There's about 30 states who have standards in K through 12 that are higher than the program calls for it. So there's a wonderful bunch of programs that he needs to tell people about so that they're aware of it and they can take advantage of it. The $10,000 tax credit that families will be able to get, and the limit for the family income is up to $180,000. So all the way up to $180,000, you can get for your child $10,000 tax credit if they're going to college.
Ken, I know you've been supportive of these efforts by the president to take his policies and his initiatives directly to the people by making these trips. However, those who don't agree with the president have criticized him for doing just that, saying that he's really campaigning when he should be back in Washington and governing. How would you respond to those who criticize the president for making these trips across the country?
We're government by the people and for the people. And, President Obama has a fresher outlook on politics than some of the past presidents. And he is a good campaigner. And, because he's in office now doesn't mean he sits back in Washington in the bubble and have the Congress do his bidding. He has to go out and sell to people just like he did when he was running for office to show them why the programs that he wants the Congress to pass are important to the people that are going to benefit from them. So no, I think that's a clever move. People need to hear what the president is doing for them, and he's willing to go out and tell them and show them.
Ken, do you think he's having a hard time presenting those policies to the American public the way he wants to right now? Do you think that's an issue for him?
No. President Obama has always believed in getting outside of the bubble in Washington and going out and delivering his views to the people. No, he's made for TV. We all saw that. doing the 2 campaigns, going city to city to city, to state to state. I mean, he's probably put more miles on the ground in campaigns than any other past president. So he's used to going out and selling his programs.
Is it possible we'll have another set of bus tours about the Affordable Care Act? Do you see him having to leave the White House, going across the country, and possibly take it directly to the people, like you've mentioned?
Yes, I think he will, and that'll be good for New York State. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like New York State's going to have any problems initiating the health care reforms that are kicking in October. But he'll have to travel to other places that don't particularly understand or want to understand the benefits of the Affordable Care Act. So yeah, I believe he'll get back out because that's going to be one of his signature issues and one of his legacy issues as president.
Do you think he'll be able to do that? Do you think, I mean, because to be fair, it's a law that is unpopular in some parts of the country right now. Do you think he'll be able to go to those places and maybe convince people that this is actually a good thing?
Yeah, and what he'll have to do, Casey, he'll have to go to the states that already are on board, and he'll have to go to the states where people are having a hard time getting on board because he's no longer candidate Obama, he's President Obama, and he represents, you know, the entire country. I don't think that'll hinder him. It's just that, you know, we need the legislators in the various states to be upfront and clear and really tout the benefits to poor people who have no health care now and to the middle class who are struggling to pay for health care. They really need to be upfront and honest and decent with their citizens to let them know the benefit of this program.
All right, Ken, before I let you go, are you heading up to Buffalo?
I spoke with people in Buffalo. I want to get some of our volunteers up there. As a matter of fact, in October, I'll be in that same facility at UB to hear former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton on October 23rd. So I already have my ticket for that.
So you won't necessarily be going up to see the president. Are you? I mean, you've done a lot of work for the president over the years. Are you personally disappointed you're not going to be able to see him when he's so close to Rochester?
Well, it won't be that I can't see him. I want some of our volunteers to see him. I met him privately. I have an official photograph with him. You know, I've spoken to him on the phone. So it's, you know, it's time for the other people to go. Everybody's asking me if I'm going, and I said it depends because, you know, I could go to Syracuse. The mayor of Syracuse is a good friend of mine. I have friends in Buffalo in the party up there. So it depends. My first priority is to get as many as our volunteers in either or both cities to be a part of this wonderful occasion.
It's always a pleasure to see you. Ken Preston, the founder of Rochester for Obama. We appreciate your time, Ken.
Thank you, Casey.